Hello everybody, I'm Matt Schlicht, CEO of Octane AI. We help a ton of online e-commerce businesses take advantage of real-time messaging with things like Facebook Messenger. And welcome to another masterclass video. I'm so excited to talk to you. I'm just here to help you figure out how to leverage real-time messaging for e-commerce. How does it work? How should you set it up? What have we learned from all the many top brands in the e-commerce industry that we work with? What have we learned from them that you can now learn from us? So if you watch the other video, the three things that I'm always talking about when it comes to real-time messaging for e-commerce is grow, engage, and support. So grow, engage, support. Grow, how do you get people to opt in to get messages over these messaging channels? Engage, what are those messages that you're going to send them? And then support, how are you going to make sure to automatically be answering their questions using artificial intelligence or passing the customer over to a human if the AI doesn't know the answer? Today, what we're going to talk about is grow. And we're specifically going to talk about grow for Facebook Messenger. So how to connect with customers on Facebook Messenger. I'm going to go over the best practices. These are all the types of things and techniques that you can be implementing today. And we have a ton of experience with this, and most people aren't doing all of these, but if you do, you'll set yourself up really nicely to consistently grow more and more customers getting connected to you on Facebook, which is going to unlock really a lot of opportunity on the engage and support steps. So when you think about grow and you think about how am I going to connect more of my customers with me on Facebook Messenger so that I can send them messages in the future for abandoned carts and browser abandonment and their birthdays and all sorts of things. Basically, every day you have X amount of people who are visiting your website. For some businesses, maybe it's 100. For other businesses, maybe it's tens of thousands or hundreds of thousands. When they go to your website, there's lots of opportunities where you can encourage them and incentivize them and give them reasons and opportunities to connect with you on Facebook Messenger, the same way that maybe previously you've been getting people to submit their email. Now we can actually get people to opt in over Facebook Messenger. The only difference is that with Facebook Messenger, because we're using Facebook's technology, and in Octane's case, we're partnered with them, you can actually have a customer opt in just by clicking one button instead of needing to type something in or logging in. So people come to your website, and when they're there, we want to get them opted in to being connected on Facebook Messenger so they can receive messages from you in the future. Then later, we can go on to engage and support, which I talk about in other videos, but not on this video. So let's go to best practices. So how are we going to get people to connect with us on Facebook Messenger when they go to our website? So this is the first one. So marketing opt-in overlay. A lot of you are probably already doing this for email, and you might be using services like Privy or just Uno to kind of put up a little promotion when people land on your website for the first time and offer them a discount in exchange for signing up for the newsletter. Well, here's the two options that you can do. So, and both of these are really great. It just depends on what you personally care about the most. So one option is you can have a overlay that comes up when someone views your website for the first time, and it can be completely focused just on getting them to opt in on Messenger. So in this example, it just says sign up for messages and get 15% off your first order. Get started. And this is a special Facebook button that can actually recognize your customer when they're viewing your website, as long as they're logged into Facebook somewhere else in their browser. And so they don't have to type anything in. All they have to do to opt in is hit get started, and then boom, they're going to be connected on Messenger. And then later, you can engage with them. You can send them automated or manual campaigns. The other option is you can be collecting email and Messenger opt-ins at the exact same time. So if you're already collecting email, you should also be collecting opt-ins for Messenger. And if you're not, you're definitely missing a lot of opportunities to connect with customers on this really special channel. So the way this would work is you would have your form, same way you probably have it now. It says something like sign up for updates and get 15% off your first order. Ask for them to type in their email address, and then underneath that, there's a special checkbox, again powered by Facebook, that says send a messenger, and then it also can automatically detect who you are. And so all they have to do is check that box, type in their email, push submit, And then now they're connected over email and over Messenger. You can engage with them in the future over Messenger. You can set something up like this with Octane AI, and then you can also use our integrations with just Uno or Privy, whichever one you use. We've made it really, really simple. A lot of people are seeing a lot of success from this. The next thing you can do, there's a lot of these, and you're going to want to set up most of them, is the customer care embed. So a lot of these brands I go to, sometimes they have no live chat, they have no customer support embed on their site. They just kind of point people towards a contact page. What this allows you to do is you can actually embed your chatbot or your Facebook Messenger inbox, basically for your Facebook page, on the bottom right of your store's website. And when people click this, they can click Chat Now, and it will automatically detect who they are, because as long as they're logged into Facebook, they can start chatting right away. And the moment they hit it, now they're connected on Messenger, and then later we can engage with them. Now, what's really amazing, because you can automate things here, is instead of this just going into an open-ended conversation, when they hit Chat Now, you have a couple different options. One, you can have your bot set up so that it can automatically answer questions with AI. So if people are saying, hey, do you have this in stock? Or how long does it take to ship to Brazil? You can have artificial intelligence that automatically answers those questions. And so that's one big reason why someone would want to click that. So answer questions with the AI. And then the other thing that this could do is it could kind of act as a automated consultation. And so maybe you have a product where it's helpful to ask the customer a couple questions and then show them a recommendation on which product makes the most sense for them. You can set something up like that with a bot or with Octane AI. It's really easy. And so this is auto recommend products. And so that's kind of how you could position this embed at the bottom. These are the reasons why someone would click it. And then once they've clicked it and they've engaged with it, even if they leave the site, you now have the ability to bring them to that engage step where you can send them automated or manual campaigns. Add to cart checkbox. So a lot of you probably already know about this one. But if you do use this one, and it's the only one you use, you should definitely be paying attention to all the other opt-in opportunities here. So for the add to cart checkbox, this is where on a product page, right underneath the add to cart button, you can put this send a messenger checkbox, the same one we just saw on the marketing opt-in overlays. And this means that when someone goes to add the cart, you could write a little incentive here for why they would want to check this box. Maybe it's track your order on Messenger, connect on Messenger to get an additional $5 off or some sort of discount. If they check the box and then they add to cart, now they are connected on Messenger. And again, the incentives you can give for them to check that box are order updates, discounts, and then even just, hey, connect with us on Messenger and we'll let you know when there's new announcements, so alerts. And what's beautiful about this is that typically in order for you to be able to connect with a customer and reach back out to them, you need to get their email address. But when someone's going through a customer journey, typically, if you don't have something like this set up, you're not going to be able to collect their email address until they're in the checkout process. So they have to add something to their cart, they have to keep browsing, then they have to go check out, and then they maybe will give you their email. Whereas here, we're able to connect with them on Facebook Messenger much higher up in the funnel. And so for a lot of brands that we work with, they actually connect with more people on Messenger every day than they do on email. So really, really amazing. And then, yeah, of course, once they've done this, then they're connected on Messenger and we can engage with them. So for example, if I come here, I add the item to my cart, I check the box, I don't give the email, and I don't complete my purchase, an hour later, I'll get an abandoned cart message from this brand, from the amazing superstore. And it'll say something like, hey, Matt, did you forget something? Here's what was in your cart, and then I can go check out right there. We'll talk more about that in the Engage video. Order confirmation page. So once I've completed an order, maybe I still haven't connected on Messenger yet. On this page where it's saying, thank you, your order's on the way, you can put a little section here that says track your order on Messenger, and we put a get updates button. And so this again is powered by Facebook. One click, they push get updates, and they're connected on Messenger. And so when the order is shipped, when the order is delivered, when it's time to go buy a new product or there's an upsell, now they're opted in and we can move them on to the engage stage. a lot. But it's important. You got to set all of these up. The more of these you set up, you don't have to kind of customize them in an ongoing basis. It's more like spend a little bit of time up front getting these set up, and then your list, your messenger list, is just going to naturally grow. And you're going to be able to focus on engage and support, which is what you should be doing. So here, this is a way to leverage your email list. So we get a lot of questions where people are saying, hey, I really want to build up my Facebook Messenger list, and I have a ton of people on email. Is there something I can do where I can somehow notify the people on email that they should be able to connect with me on Facebook Messenger, especially if they want to be able to automatically get questions answered and get notified for deals with a push notification. So here is a really great way that we've seen brands use and leverage their email list to connect with people on Messenger. So one, you will want to create a page on your website that there's a couple different ways you can do it, but you create a page on your website. This one, in this example, it says find your style. So imagine that this is like an apparel brand, and we're going to create a quiz basically in Facebook Messenger that's automated, that's going to ask you a couple questions and then recommend you which of the new apparel items you should buy, which one's right for you. And so we're going to make this page, find your style, make it really fun, put some images on there, and then we're going to put a button in the middle that says get started. And when someone clicks that, the bot will automatically message them, and it will ask them those questions in that quiz, and it will figure out what product is right for them. And so once you have a page like this, which takes like 5 minutes to make something like this, you just drop a embed code in here. It's super easy, and you can set up the rest of it on Octane AI. Once you have this page, you go grab your email list, and then you write out an email where you can say something like, hey, we have, go find your style with new products in stock now. Go here, we have a special concierge bot that's going to help you find the perfect thing for you. You send them a link to this page, all the traffic goes here, a good percentage of them are going to click this, and then once they've clicked it, they'll get taken to the quiz, which again, it could be about find your style. Maybe it's an incentive, like click the button, you get a 20% discount, so maybe it's discount. Or maybe it's just like a totally fun quiz, which is not about products at all, and it's just, maybe something like you'd see in like a magazine or something, just like a fun quiz to do. Once they've gone through that, now they're connected, and you can engage with them in the future. And so if you have a huge email list, you might be able to convert 30, 50, even 80% of them over to Messenger pretty quickly by running just a couple campaigns like this. And it can give you a really big, powerful boost in the early days of building your list. And the reason you want to do this is because then from then on, you have the ability to engage with these people on a messaging channel on Facebook Messenger where the open rates are 90%, which is much higher than you're getting on email. Okay, send message button on your Facebook page. So on every Facebook page, there's a send message button. And a lot of times I see customers going to these pages on Facebook, sending the brand's messages, and then the brand doesn't respond at all. What you can now do is you can set it up so that when somebody hits that send message button, they're now connected to you on Messenger. And so they'll get added to your list, and you can message them later. Or you can automatically answer questions with AI right away. So if someone's going to your page and they want to buy something or they have a question about their order, now you can be automatically doing that. I recently talked to a brand where they had tens of thousands of messages that had been sent to them in the past year, and they had only responded to one of them. And because they hadn't set up something like Octane AI, they didn't have the ability to go engage with those people. So they had no way to send a message to those tens of thousands of people. Whereas if they had been using something like Octane AI, which they are now, they would have had a massive audience that had just passively grown over time. So this is definitely a really important one. Auto respond to Facebook comments. So this one is something you would use for a campaign. This is a really cool functionality. It's really fun for stuff like contests. But basically what you can do is you can make a special type of post on Facebook. This is a Facebook post. Even my drawing's not that great, but just imagine that this looks like a Facebook post. And what you can do with this special type of Facebook post is that when someone in your audience or one of your customers leaves a comment, you can set it up so that your Facebook page or your bot automatically sends them a private message over Facebook Messenger with a custom message from you. And then once they engage with that message, they'll be connected on Messenger, and then you can engage with them in the future. So it's just another way to get them looped in. So in this example, the Facebook post says by a superstore or pretend store says, "What should we put on our new t-shirts?" And then I commented, of course, robots. And the moment I commented, I got a message from the superstore that says, "Thanks for your idea. Here's a 10% off discount. Ready for us to send it?" And then at this point, once I reply back, I'll say, "Yes, thank you." At this point, once I've replied to that message, I'm now connected on Messenger, and this brand can message me in the future, and they can include me in campaigns, or if I go to the site and I abandon my cart, they can engage with me on there. So this one's really fun. If you end up getting a post that's doing really well, definitely go boost it on Facebook. Put some ad dollars behind it. So this is the last one I want to talk to you about, which is also something really special. This is click to messenger Facebook ads. So you, as an e-commerce business, you probably rely on a good amount of your sales, or a lot of you probably rely on a good amount of your sales coming from Facebook ads. But you're probably used to Facebook ads where when the customer clicks on the ad, they get taken to your website or landing page. You can actually set up an entirely different type of ad with Facebook. It looks the same on the front end. It's still going to go, into Instagram or into their news feed or on the sidebar. But the difference is that with the click to messenger Facebook ads, when that person clicks the ad, instead of going to a landing page or a website, it's going to take them directly into a pre-scripted conversation with your bot. So a pre-scripted conversation with your Facebook page. And so when you're doing this, you can set up pre-scripted conversations for all sorts of things. So some examples, again, you could have a quiz, which is what I put here, where it says, take our quiz and find the perfect shirt for you. And then when you click the send message button or anywhere on here, you would immediately get messages from that brand. And in this example, it says, "Hey, Matt," so it knows who I am. "What kind of shirts do you like?" And then it'll give me options. Here I just put fun and sports because I had a limited amount of space, but you could give, whatever options make the most sense for your business. And then I can continue on this conversation. It'll recommend me some products, and then I'm connected on Messenger, and this brand can engage with me later. So the threshold to getting someone to the point where you can follow up with them later is so low here compared to if you were trying to get them to go to your website, go fill out an email, and then get them on their newsletter. This is a much more cost-effective way of connecting with someone. Other options are, your ad could be just like, "Do you want to sign up for messages?" It could be really straightforward. Maybe you have content that you're promoting and you want to give people the ability to sign up to get notified when you have new content. It's kind of like the top of your funnel. Other options are promotion. So maybe here you're promoting some sort of discount or coupon or exclusive offer, and they have to click it to get it, and then they're also going to be opted into Messenger, and you can engage with them later. So again, there's three categories, there's three pillars: grow, engage, and support, and they're all super important. But first focus on grow, and then you can do engage and support, because if you don't put all of these things in, or at least most of them, and they're all super effective. We see it work every single day. If you don't put them in, then you're not going to start passively, your list isn't going to start going up and to the right, and engage and support just aren't going to be nearly as effective. So go back, rewind if you need to, look through all these things. Octane AI makes all these different opt-ins like super easy. Most of the time you don't even have to touch code. It's just a matter of turning the buttons on and off. And go out there, start building your list, because probably over the next 5 years, messaging and Facebook Messenger are going to be a part of your biggest channels for revenue moving forward. So thank you so much for being a part of this masterclass. Go watch the other videos if you haven't already, and I will talk to you soon.